package from China. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Wicked Gamer and Collector, and in today's package from China we have a new portable arcade machine from China. The top quality you deserve, like the package always saying. But the question is, what are we going to get? So this is the more expensive version, this is the one with the pie. No, and not the pie you can eat, this is not the pie you get fluffy, this is the pie you can play and emulate games on. So this game system is the portable version of the pie. There are a lot of different versions to stick a pie in something, but this thing is ready to go. So what you're going to see is most of the time what you're going to get. And yeah, let's take a close look at the system itself. Alright, so the portable product, I did a review about a similar product, but this is the one with the pie inside. Alright, so as you can see, we can open it up like this, take it with you. You need to screw the joystick on here. I can already tell you there are some different versions of the casing. Maybe in the future I'm going to make some more reviews, but still we're going to focus on this arcade box with the pie. So that's the only thing we need to do. So if you look at the layout, it's everything you're going to need. Waving the joystick, I must say there are quite some differences between the versions you can buy. There are even versions with, they say, Senwa buttons and joystick. I like this joystick. I don't know if it's Senwa, but I can feel that it is a higher quality joystick. The buttons got a very nice touch. Not that cheap, clicky, very cheap button feeling. Here at the top we're finding the on and off switch, start, coin, pause, and this is the indication for the battery, because this thing is basically portable. So what I do find a little bit annoying, I did read some comments in the previous video that they didn't align the screen inside the frame. That is something that is a really big common problem with these things. Don't know why, to be honest I don't care anymore, because yeah, this is what it is. This is what you're going to get. Here at the side we're finding two extra buttons, just basic, I wouldn't say microswitch button, but basic buttons, because we're going to need these for the pie. At the back we are finding the CF card. I'm very happy they used this port over here so you can very easily swap it out. Alright, we're having here an audio jack out, the power in for the power supply. Funny thing is that this thing is, if I'm recalling it, it's in 12 volt like all the other Pandora boxes. And that is unique because the pie runs on 5 volts. Alright, we're having here the Ethernet port and we're having 4 USB ports. Seems to be there is a fan in here. Hope it's not too loud. So I don't know how it's with you, but I really want to see what's inside here. So we're going to remove the 4 screws and we can lift up the control panel, because I want to see what did they make inside. Alright, I removed the screws. Let's see what's inside. Be very gentle, simply because if you are pulling it too hard, it's very possible. Alright, second try. Let's lift it aside. I don't have a lot of space in here. Come on, what did they do? It's annoying. Let's see. This is what I'm trying to say, is that you messed it up big time on the inside. Alright, so let's do a quick peek like this. Let's cheat. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the inside, because it's quite interesting if you ask me. So first of all, if you look at this PCB board, this is the PCB board that is for the battery compartment. So let's take a closer look what we have more. So this IDA, that's normally, let's say, putting in the IDA connection on the Pandora boxes. It's going to put here on the GPI port. So this is something that is very interesting too, because they are not using an USB encoder board. If you look at this over here, we're getting the ribbon cable from the screen. It's attached to this tiny little PCB board that is connected to this big one. And this PCB board converts, or better said, connects to the Pi HDMI. Alright, so what I did notice with this portable version, there is no HDMI out option. So you cannot connect it to an extra screen. So that's something that is a little bit different if you compare it with another version. And I'm guessing the 2 little side buttons you can see here are connected to the PCB board that is connected to the HDMI of the Pi. In other words, this is more like the video board. So I'm guessing you're a little bit loose, so I can tighten up the nuts over here, but if you look at this, I'm guessing this is more for adjusting the LCD display itself. Alright, so this is what we're going to get if it comes to the controls. Funny thing is, They are actually Senwa parts, so it says on the joystick and the buttons. I don't know if you can see it over here, but it says Senwa. So this is the Senwa edition. So I already noticed that there is quite some difference between the quality of the joystick. So that's pretty cool. So this is the more expensive version with the Senwa buttons. Alright, so there's nothing a lot to say here. Here we have the PCB for the indication of the battery. And here this PCB board that connects everything like the start coin and pause button. And this thing is hardwired to the GPIO port. Alright, so here at the bottom we're finding the compartment. We're going to need 3 of the 1800 650 batteries. Keep in mind they're very hard to find, or better said, it's very hard to find the right one. Simply because there are quite some different measurements, and so there's something you need to figure out. Keep in mind, if you're buying the fake one from China, they're very cheap. Most of the time they're fake or will not fit. So just want to point it out. I'm going to use the external power for this review. Alright, so what you're going to get if it comes to the screen. It's not an IPS screen, I can already tell you that, but I really like it. The view angle is good, but for the money it's a quite expensive product. I think you will enjoy it. It's a good screen, so kudos for that. So let's talk about the recall box, because it's not running on RetroPie, it's running on the Nemesis, the recall box. So, and as you can see over here, we have an enormous amount of different platforms that it's supporting. So, and that is something I think that is the power of the Raspberry Pi in general. Nowadays, we have the options to play a lot of things on the Pandora box versions, but still, if it comes to how many platform does something supports, the Raspberry Pi will win with this. So as you can see, a lot of stuff. So let's try some and let's see how it's running. So what you can hear, nobody is vacuum cleaning over here. The fan inside is very loud, really annoying. And regarding the side buttons, I did notice that here indeed you adjust the screen itself, but also you can adjust the sound with it. Just want to point it out. Works like a charm. No weird screen tearing, no frame drops, it looks pretty nice. Right, master system. Oh, that look. Oh, that looks really bad. Oh man, you need to press both buttons to jump. Oh, this is really bad. Why does it stop? What also was very funny is that this is something the Pandora boxes don't support, are basically hack games. Alright. Alright. So this is what you're going to get with the Mega Drive and homebrew games. Or hacked games. Really funny. An emulation of Mega Drive is very good. I have no idea which button is what. So So these are not functional. Oh, I can do. I have 2 kick buttons. The buttons are not mapped correctly. Wow, the buttons are totally messed up. Alright, this is something I have never seen before, so I just needed to show it. Hyper card fighting. As you can see, what the heck is this? Oh, very difficult to play with a joystick, but nevertheless. Whoop. All the power-ups are from Street Fighter. I just shoot an Hadouken at another player. Alright, so this is what we're going to get if it comes to the portable Pi arcade machine. So the Pi, yeah, I just need to be honest, if you compare this with the Pandora box, it gives you way more options if it comes to emulators and, for example, homebrew games. And it works pretty nice. You always need to look out for if you don't mess up your SD card, otherwise your device would be pretty useless. So I always recommend just make a backup of the SD card. Nevertheless, this is what you're going to get. I like the Senwa version, so if you can pick this thing up with, let's say, the Senwa joystick and the buttons, it's worth the extra couple of dollars. So let me know in the comments what you think of this. I really love to know. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell and become one of the Wicked family. It would be great to see you in the next video.